we're sitting here with Veronica, and her question is simple. She wants to import images into her computer, and then have those images inside Lightroom, do all of her editing. Then for the editing, you want to be able to see that same catalog on your iMac and on your
MacBook Pro with the Retina display.
Ooh. All right. So it's simple. We were talking earlier, and one thing is it's not downloading the photos; you're importing them into your computer.
Okay.
And you have two ways of doing it. One, you can just import them like you normally do into a hard drive, into your external hard drive. Open up Lightroom and then synchronize them, or just do it in one step. So the one step's a little bit easier.
Okay.
So literally just fire up Lightroom. It comes in, file, import, and then you import the photos. Now, before we do that, file structure is very important. Okay. Now, what type of photography do you actually do?
I do a lot of portraits.
Perfect. Okay, so portraits. Mm-hmm. So let's say I just use E for the external. So I have an E drive labeled photography. Okay, inside that hard drive, right, there's one folder, and only one folder on this hard drive. So where we live in Florida, if there's a hurricane, we just grab that external drive and we're gone.
Okay.
And now all of my images, everything is with me, for security reasons.
Right.
All right. So inside this, here's a folder called photography or photos. Now, underneath photos, you said you do portraits.
Correct.
Perfect. So let's say portraits. What else do you shoot?
I shoot some landscape.
Okay, landscapes.
What else do I shoot? What else do I shoot?
Well, let's see, family photos of your,
yeah.
Your kids.
No kids, but
Okay.
just
Well, family of your husband.
no husband.
No husband. Ooh. Well, I have a 60-year-old. No. Anyways. All right. So
not into the cradle.
No.
But
So let's say, no, you're going to be his mother. Anyways. So here we are with family, let's say. So basically, this is a personal preference of how you want to organize your hard drive. Mm-hmm. So you have one folder called portraits. You have another photo called landscapes. You have another photo called family.
Okay.
And then you can put individual ones in there.
Mm-hmm.
Another way of doing it is you have your E drive and you have one folder called photos.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say, give me an example of somebody you photographed. Give me a name. Diane. So let's say you have Diane, and let's say Diane's last name is Hall.
Okay.
So now under photos, you have another folder set that's called Diane Hall. Now you photographed Diane, let's say 3 or 4 different times. Mm-hmm. So you would put the date that you photographed her and the reason. Let's say this was a portrait.
Okay.
So let's say today, 2013, 04/17. So that's the date. Underscore, and let's say this was portrait. So now, inside, you create that. Inside Lightroom, you create under E drive, photos, Diane Hall, then you give it a folder. So now it's already in there. Now the fun part, file, import. Now up comes your little, your memory card. So here's all the images of Diane Hall for that day. Mm-hmm. Now when you import it, you literally find this folder in Lightroom on the side.
Okay.
You'll see that.
Yes.
You can say, okay, here's my metadata, my copyright information. You have all that stuff preset ahead of time. Import. Now all those images that are on your external hard drive, a preview of those images are in Lightroom. Now, that's done. You go in, do all your beautiful edits, you do all that stuff, everything looks great. Mm-hmm. You decide to go to bed. You whip out your iMac, what do you have?
MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro. You said, oh, you know what? There's a few things I wanted to do to those images. You had a brainstorm. Or you don't want to get up and go all the way back out to your big computer. So you open up your laptop, which is connected to your house Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Now, if you fire up Lightroom, and you already have it connected to your E drive, you can see all those photos, but what aren't you going to see?
The ones that I've already processed.
Because Lightroom is on your laptop, Lightroom's on your desktop. So Lightroom is doing this job as a program. Now the Lightroom catalog has to be in the same place. That's where the external hard drive comes in. So we have a folder called Photos on your E drive. The only other folder that should be on there is another folder called Lightroom Catalog. Now, inside that Lightroom catalog is your portraits or whatever you want to name it.
Right.
So now you're sitting in your laptop, you're sitting in bed, you're messing with your images, it's linked to your network, you have your external hard drive, you know where all your photos are, you're in Lightroom. Now what's going to appear, all the edits you did earlier are going to appear because it's not Lightroom that's doing it, it's that catalog.
It's a catalog.
So you care about that catalog.
Yes.
So that's as if you didn't network your computers together. And let's say you made a change to an image here, and then you copied that image to another computer. You go back to the first one to make a change. It doesn't appear on the second one because you're not networked. Because you are networked, you have it in one central location, your external hard drive. So you come to visit us, and you say, Vanelli, guess what? Boom, here's my Lightroom catalog. You fire up my Lightroom, you open up your catalog that's on that E drive, and what's going to appear? All your images and all of your edits. You see, so no matter what computer you're on, you're going to have everything all set. You see, so what you were doing before was right because you had it on your C drive.
Right.
You had it on this computer. But the problem was the other computer doesn't see that Lightroom catalog.
Right.
Now it does. All right, so just a quick recap. External hard drive. You have a folder called Photos. Inside the photos, you decide how you want to organize your images. Now you're inside Lightroom. That's whatever you see in Lightroom should be the same as what you see on your hard drive, all your structure.
Right.
Now you make sure that Lightroom catalog is on the external drive under Lightroom catalog. That's where it is. So from this point on, you're all set. Got it?
That is beautiful. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. This was my buddy Veronica. And again, just a quick tip on how to organize your Lightroom